It's just the way we left it.
I haven't had time to make a mess out of it again.
Isn't it better all tidied up?
Yeah, but laziness will eventually prevail.
I see.
You know, maybe it's fate that we met up today.
What do you mean?
No, there's nothing to stop us from reading that book together.
Oh, that's right, Portrait of Markov. I still have it in my bag right here. Hold on.
As Yuri reaches in to get the novel, a piece of paper slips out and drifts to the floor. I pick it up to return to her. Here, you drop this.
Thank you. This is... my poem from Tuesday. I never got to share it.
You still wrote one?
Monica hadn't told us otherwise. I just continued as usual. I was actually a bit sad we weren't sharing.
I know what you mean. I feel like I've been writing for no reason at all these days.
You've still been doing so?
Yeah, I have a bunch of poems just lying around.
You've been writing poetry all week. You have to show them to me.
I guess I can. They aren't that great.
That's alright. Please, I would love to see them.
Okay, let me find them. I dig around in search of my daily poems. Did I write 3 of them or 4? I find them in with my school stuff. Yuri is practically giddy with excitement. It doesn't take long for Yuri to look over all my poetry, even though she took a little time to process each one. So, how'd you like them?
Hallie, there's always so much emotion in your poems. I feel as though I can read your true feelings in them. All of these are just incredible. I can't believe how good you've become. Your writing has certainly improved since last week. Thank you so much for sharing them.
You're welcome. Would you mind showing me yours too?
You want to see it?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Very well, if that's what you wish. This is rather different than my usual fare. Here.
Is this the first time we've had a poem in this mod? I guess it is.
With that journey, there once was a man who sought answers to the greatest enigmas of life. To find them, he went on a journey of danger, intrigue, and strife. He ascended the tallest mountains and plunged to the depths of the sea. He searched the whole world over, but found only more mystery. He looked to the past for solutions and implored what the future may hold, but the records contained only theories, and the rest was but hearsay foretold. In time, the man lost his spirit as his body succumbed to rot, but then on his deathbed he realized it was the journey he sought. Do you like it? What did you think?
It was good. It reminded me of that quote you put on the festival banner.
I'm glad you remembered. That was the inspiration behind it.
How did it go again? Some journeys are their own rewards?
Yes, that's correct. It's also the meaning behind the poem. Humans as a species are often goal-oriented and tend to focus on conclusions. However, this causes us to overlook the steps involved in reaching them. We become fixated on the end result, when everything in between is far more important.
Well, you weren't kidding. It's a lot different than the other poems you've shown me. It seems unlike you to be so direct. And to rhyme.
Yes, I understand what you mean. In writing this, I was actually trying to emulate Natsuki's style.
Oh yeah? What for?
After our argument last week, I felt so awful for looking down on her work. Just because it's not what I prefer doesn't mean it has no merit. I thought I'd write this as a sort of apology, but then Monica canceled the activity.
It's not like you need her permission to share it.
I suppose not. It just didn't feel right. I think I missed this more than I realized, Hallie. I wish I had more to show you.
Well, how about this? Why don't we write a poem together?
Write together? We could try, at least. I'm not at all sure what your process is like.
I know this is probably a terrible way to write poems, but here's what I usually do. First, I pick a source of inspiration. It can be anything at all, or anyone. Next, I try to come up with some words to get me started, about 20 or so. Once I have those, I arrange them into a poem by writing bits to connect them together. It can be kind of tough sometimes.
I had no idea your approach was so avant-garde.
Do you want to give it a try? It might be easier to demonstrate.
I don't see the harm. I mean, yes, let's try. Do we just start picking words?
No, try to find a muse first. I already have one. Just let me know when you're ready.
I think I know what source to draw from.
Alright, just keep that in mind and try to think up words. Why don't we alternate? Maybe choose 10 each. I'll get us started with analysis.
All right. How about eyes?
Okay, I pick incongruent.
Then I'll say disproving.
Incapable.
Axel.
Tenacious.
Parabolic.
We continue picking words until we've met our quota, then we set about connecting them together. Writing with a co-author as talented as Yuri should help. We spend the next several minutes figuring it all out.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh well, they can't all be winners. I'm surprised I squeezed out as many half-decent ones as I did.
Well, it's not a traditional method by any means, but it is quite a creative exercise. You deserve credit for that much, at least.
Sorry, coughing fit. I'm probably just making things hard on myself. I yawn and stretch, shaking off some drowsiness.
Oh no, I hope I'm not bothering you.
Boring? No, not at all. I'm just a bit tired today.
If you need to rest, that's quite all right. Please don't let me keep you up.
Hold on, Yuri. What about the book?
The book?
You know, Markov, we were gonna read it.
Oh, that's right. We got sidetracked with poetry. I'm such an idiot.
Huh? Yuri?
I expended all our time again, just like earlier this week. If I'd only been more careful, more competent. I wasn't assertive enough to get Shiro and Natsuki off our backs. And my careless injury cost us an entire day. Even now, I couldn't focus long enough to make it happen. It's all my fault. We never got to read because of me.
Yuri, it's not too late. We still can if you really want to.
No, I've wasted enough of your time. I should just go.
Yuri hastily exits the room. Hey, hold on! I catch up to her in the kitchen before she can make it to the front door. Yuri, wait!
Please, Allie, you don't need me to drag you down. This was my mistake. You shouldn't have to pay for it.
Yuri, you haven't made any mistakes at all. I already told you once, spending time with you is not a waste. Being with you makes it all worthwhile, no matter what it is we're doing. You don't have to beat yourself up or think that you wronged me. We had a good time today, and that's all that counts. It's the journey, remember?
Allie, do you really mean that?
I wouldn't say it if I didn't. I enjoyed our time together, Yuri.
Oh, you're so nice to me, Allie. I'm not used to it. No matter how much of a fool I am.
You're only a fool in your own head, Yuri. I don't think anyone else sees you that way. And if they do, then they're the real idiots because they can't see how wonderful you truly are. We stand in silence for a moment, unsure of what to say.
Thank you, Allie. It may not seem like much that you feel this way, but it means more to me than you could possibly imagine. Thank you. Just thank you.
Without another word, Yuri makes her way to the door. I follow her outside. Yuri, why are you leaving?
You said you were feeling tired.
Well, maybe a little, but... Are you sure you don't want to read Markov?
It's tempting, but I'd rather not keep you. Please, Allie, I don't mind. Just go take a nap.
Yuri, it's not a big deal. I can stay up.
No, it's fine. I think we had a good visit today.
You just want to go, then?
Oh, well...
Hi, Yuri!
Hello, Sayori. What are you doing here?
Didn't you know? She's my next-door neighbor.
I see. I had no idea. No wonder you're childhood friends.
I saw you come out of Allie's house and I just had to say hello. Did you guys have a lot of fun together?
We did. We shared some poems and stuff.
What? No fair, you guys wrote more poems?
Well, I only wrote one.
Yeah, I'm the one who's been holding out on you.
Really? Well, I can deal with you anytime, but it's not every day that Yuri's here.
Actually, I was just about to leave.
What? Oh, no, come on.
She wanted to let me get a little rest.
Is that so? Okay, then you go rest. Yuri, you're coming with me. I want to see your poem, and I won't take no for an answer.
But Sayori...
No buts, let's go.
Sayori takes Yuri over to her house, practically dragging her inside. Have a good time! I call out just as the door shuts. I guess that's that. I consider joining them after all, but I really do feel tired. I head back inside and lay down. I shouldn't need a long nap. My mind begins to cloud as everything fades to black. I'm awakened by the sound of knocking. Whoever it is, they must be determined to get my attention. All right, I'm coming! Sayori, what is it now? Wordlessly, Sayori steps back to reveal Yuri standing behind her.
You can do it, Yuri. It'll be okay.
Sayori returns to her home, leaving Yuri standing alone. What's going on?
Oh, Hallie. Sayori wants me to share something very personal with you. Would it be alright if I came inside?
Sure thing, come on in. Now, what's this all about?
While I was at Sayori's, we discussed a few things. She informed me of her condition.
Oh man, she told you about her depression?
Yes, it actually wasn't such a surprise. I'd noticed some of the signs before. But she said it's only fair, because she knows my secret too.
Your secret?
She wants me to tell you. She insists you'll understand. But I'm not sure if I should. I don't want to alarm you. Oh no, but I've already brought it up. I can't back out now, can I? You're going to hate me.
Yuri, I'm not sure there's anything that could make me hate you. Whatever this is, I promise I'll keep quiet about it.
You promise? Very well. You see, the thing is, perhaps it would be easier to show you.
Her hands trembling, Yuri slowly rolls up her sleeve. Oh, Yuri. I can hardly believe what I'm seeing. Yuri's arm is covered in dozens of scars. Some of them are very faded, while others look much more recent. How long has this been going on? Yuri, did you do this to yourself? Yuri nods, unable to meet my gaze. But I don't understand. Why?
I wish I knew myself. It began the same day I joined the club. I was such a wreck when I got home that a knife slipped from my grasp. It was an accident at first, but the feeling haunted me. It tempted me endlessly, especially when I was stressed. And once I indulged it, I just couldn't stop. I know it's unhealthy, but I can't help myself. You think I'm a freak, don't you? There's no way you couldn't.
Yuri, just hold on a second.
I shouldn't have done this. I've ruined everything. I'm sick. Disgusting. Who could ever care about?
Yuri, you aren't any of those things to me. I'll admit, this is pretty shocking. But honestly, it doesn't change anything at all. This isn't you. It doesn't define you as a person. So what if you're all scratched up on the surface? It's what's inside that counts. You're still the same sweet girl I've just had such a good time with. To me, you're still the same Yuri.
Oh, Hallie.
Yuri suddenly wraps me in a tight embrace. She begins crying softly into my shoulder. Yuri, I didn't mean to upset you.
I'm not upset. I'm happy. I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm so used to being disliked, ignored, hated. But you... But you...
Yuri hugs me tighter, unable to control her sobbing. I hold her close and let her cry it out. I can feel her tears seeping through my sleeve. Eventually, her grip slackens and we release each other.
Hallie, are you sure this doesn't bother you? That it hasn't scared you, or...
Well, I don't think any less of you for it. But that doesn't exactly make it okay. Are you gonna be alright? Do you want to talk about it?
I'm not even sure where to start. I hate it, but I feel like I can't do without it.
Why not? Is it for stress relief or something?
There's more to it than that, but yes. I guess it gives me a sense of power and control. I've never been a strong person, Hallie. It's almost a foreign concept to me. Yet I have this one thing. Beautiful, deadly, exhilarating. When the world makes me feel helpless, there's a way I can take it back. Though it only makes me despise myself even more.
Hey, there's no need for that.
Isn't there? Why shouldn't I? A girl so pathetic she has to resort to...
Come on, you're not pathetic. You just have different strengths than others. And you got by without it before, so maybe you don't need it as much as you think.
You don't know what it was like before. Sometimes I can hardly believe I managed. The anxiety, the isolation, it was just too much.
Then maybe what you really need is someone you can rely on.
Do you think that might...
I mean, I don't know for sure if you never had someone there for you. It's just an idea, but if you need a person to turn to, I'd be more than willing. Anytime you feel inclined, come to me instead. Do you think that would work?
It's hard to say. I think... No, I know I can trust you, but... I wouldn't want to impose. I couldn't do that to you.
Please don't think of it like that. If it helps you stop, I'd say it's worth it.
Hallie, how can you be so kind?
Because you're more important to me than that. I'll do whatever it takes to keep you safe.
I don't know what to say.
You don't always need to. Here. I reach out to wipe the tears off Yuri's face.
Hallie, I just can't believe it. I was so afraid, so certain you despise me. I didn't want to lose you.
Well, you haven't lost me, nor could you ever.
I've never felt like this before. Your acceptance means the world to me.
Yuri leans in for another hug. It's gentler this time.
I don't know what to think. This feeling is so intense. But Hallie, you will always have a special place in my heart. And if nothing else, I will forever cherish your friendship.
Yuri steps back again, finally at ease.
Oh no, I got your shirt all wet. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
You have nothing to be sorry for. It doesn't bother me at all.
You're so tolerant, and kind, and thoughtful, and patient. I can't thank you enough.
None necessary. In fact, if you really want to thank me, and then you can do it after this. Come on. I lead Yuri back to my bedroom. She follows without hesitation.
Hallie, do you want to...
Yes, Yuri, there's nothing else I'd rather do. Let's read. Yuri and I sit down with the book that has eluded us all week. We read it for the rest of the evening and partway into the night. We don't stop until we've cleared the whole thing, and we even discuss it a little afterward. It's very late when she takes her leave, but her parting words stay with me.
Thank you, Hallie, for an unforgettable day. I hope we can have more like it.
Me too, Yuri. You're always welcome here. And so she left, not feeling awkward or embarrassed, but smiling. I don't know if I can help her overcome her habit or the confidence issues she struggles with. But as long as we're friends, I will happily be there for her. She's all I can think about as I begin to fall asleep. Yuri, you should never feel lonely again. Yuri.
Well, you already knew about her cunning. You didn't think that was only because of me, did you? No, sadly, it's something she's always struggled with. I managed to stop her on the day of the festival, but when she was making tea for you, I guess she got a little too excited, or anxious, or both. She came dangerously close to having her secret discovered. I mean, by the rest of the club. Of course she told Hallie later. It was lucky that Sayori encouraged her to share her secret. She may never have told otherwise. Though I wonder, was it really luck or just another cunning Sayori plan? Anyway, with Hallie around to support her, you might not need to worry much after all. Having someone by her side makes a tremendous difference. Like she said, she's used to being treated like an outcast. She doesn't have any close friends that I'm aware of, so this must be huge for her. Even so, she still has her cunning problem and anxiety issues. It might be possible to help her, but I think she needs to want it first.
Alright, well that will do it for that route. And we might as well just load right back in to the poem game and get started on TIFFs. Oh boy, we finally reached the OCs.